IKEA might be known for meatballs and flat packs, but here's the truth the design world rarely says out loud. Everyone is using IKEA, not just for starter apartments, but in luxury, high-end renovations as well. Today, I'm walking you through the exact IKEA products that top designers are sneaking into their projects, and how they're styling them to look anything but basic. Let's start with the category where IKEA truly shines: storage. And not just any storage, but customizable storage that looks nothing like IKEA. From living rooms to bedrooms to kitchens, their storage lines like Besta, Billy, Pax, and Method have become interior design staples because they're affordable, modular, and can be upgraded to look like built-in joinery. Let's start with the Besta unit. If you've watched my videos before, you know I've used the Besta units as sideboard, a TV unit, even a custom-made dining bench. It is insanely versatile and quite affordable too, which is why it's making my best IKEA product time and time again. And I'm not alone. Designers love it too. Take a look at how interior designer Tally Roth created a long and floating media unit in this New York apartment, which I think looks very much like a custom joinery. Or you can also put it on legs like what Caitlin Marie has done here, so it looks more like a regular sideboard or entertainment unit. But here's what sets these apart. They've all been customized. Whether it's new legs, custom door fronts, or statement hardware, these hacks are what take IKEA from basic to bespoke. For example, Sarah Sherman Samuel has customized her basic white IKEA Besta by replacing the legs with sanded down wooden balls and some custom door fronts, which makes it look like a designer piece. While in this one, Tally Roth has used door fronts from Semi Handmade and also brass bar pulls. These small tweaks totally transform the piece. Now, if you haven't heard of Semi Handmade before, it is a company that makes custom doors specifically for IKEA cabinets. There's also other companies like Superfront, Plykea, Frontiers, and Norse Interiors to name a few. They sell stuff ranging from handles, to legs, to doors, to top and side panels, all made specifically for IKEA. If you're new to IKEA hacks, here's a quick formula. Get the units or bones from IKEA, plus custom fronts, plus quality hardware, equals designer look for less. And it's not just Besta units. Designers are using the same approach in kitchens, where cabinets eat up renovation budgets. They buy the internal frames and organizers from IKEA's Method or Section range in order to save big. Then they upgrade the look with custom doors, drawer fronts, hardwares, and toe kicks. This saves up thousands and frees up budget for things that really elevate a kitchen, like quality countertops or statement appliances. In this Japandi-style home that I featured before in one of my deep dive episodes, the owners also use IKEA cabinets as the bones, but they use custom cabinet fronts and handles, which makes the kitchen look much more elevated. And this method works across the board. Take the Billy bookcase for example, and see what Claire Douglas has done here with hers to create a work-from-home space. She's added paneling on the doors, skirting, coving, and antique brass hardware to create a timeless classic look. This looks totally like a custom built-in joinery. And here, Alice Gaskell has framed hers in timber and added molding and brass pulls so it looks built-in. And here's another one where Kadia has customized her Billy bookcase to look like built-ins in her living room. These are the kind of hacks that you could do to elevate your Billy from student rental to elegant, high-end, and luxury. The same story with the Pax wardrobe. On its own, it's fine, perhaps quite boring. But when Mallory Fletchall added brass shaker doors and brass handles, it turned into a showstopper. Or look at what Sarah and Kevin Reed Morris have done for their bedroom closet. They added trims and paint to make their Pax feel like it actually belonged in a Victorian home. So, if you want a high-end storage without the price tag, start with IKEA and finish with a few thoughtful upgrades. By the way, if you want a shortcut to all the best places to customize your IKEA pieces, I've made a free curated list of the best shops for things like custom doors, legs, handles, and upholstery. These are the exact sources that designers use to make IKEA look high-end, and you can grab the full list for free here or in the description box below. Sofas are one of the biggest purchases you'll make for your living room, and often one of the most expensive. But IKEA actually has a few options that I think punch well above their price tag. First up, the Soderham. It's become a favorite for modern and Scandinavian style spaces thanks to its low, loungy silhouette and pared back frame. Take a look at the living room of Alfred Brandsen's Hackney flat. The sofa looks quite familiar, doesn't it? This is a great example of how you can use it as a corner unit. And here, interior designer Sam Grigg has used a grey one. But can you spot the customization here? She swapped out the standard metal feet for curvy wooden ones, so it works much better with her overall style. Another common upgrade? Custom covers. Brands like BAMS make tailored slip covers for IKEA sofas. And when Avenue Design Studio used one in a soft neutral tone, it elevated the entire space. It's these subtle changes that make the Soderham feel timeless and far more expensive than it is. Now if you're after something chunkier and in bold colorways, take a look at the Yatebo. One reason it is so popular is that it looks so much like the Arflex Marenco sofa, but at a significantly lower price tag. Even designers like Jeremiah Brent have vouched for it. In Stefan Beer's Parisian studio, the olive green Yatebo adds the perfect bold touch in an otherwise minimalist black and white space. It is ideal for compact homes because of its modular setup, which means that you can configure it to suit your space. And it also has a hidden storage underneath the seats, so it's a really practical piece. And lastly, if you're on a tighter budget and have a smaller space, don't overlook the Skåneback. At first glance, it is nothing special, but here's the secret. The seat slides out like a matchbox, revealing hidden storage and creating an extended lounging space. It is advertised as a sleeper sofa, but I personally think that it is different as it extends to the side rather than to the front, which means you can turn this from a 2-seater into a 3-seater. Once you've gotten your sofa out of the way, you need some surfaces to put your drinks down on, which is where coffee tables and ottoman can come in handy. The Gutan is a new release for 2025, so I haven't seen it used by many designers yet, but I think it has major potential, especially if you're into Japandi or warm minimalist interiors. The standout feature in my opinion is the clever use of solid wood side rails, which creates the illusion of solid wood all over and hides the usual giveaways of veneer. The grain looks more consistent, the corner feels cleaner, and it is far less prone to chipping. For a piece that is under $200, that is a big win. The reviews I've seen are pretty mixed, as many are disappointed that the top is made of particle board. But I think it's unreasonable to expect solid wood all over at this price point. Now, if you're working with a small space, a traditional coffee table might not be the smartest choice. That is where the Jarrestad Ottoman comes in. It gives you 3 functions in one: a footrest, hidden storage, and a surface. These kinds of multi-use pieces are a lifesaver when you want a space that feels open but still works hard. Add a tray on top, and you've got a perfectly styled and highly functional piece. Now let's talk lighting. And just a quick reminder, don't rely just on your ceiling lights. Layered lighting is key to making your space feel warm and intentional. Check out my video on how to light a space for a deep dive on this. First up, we have the Descia lamp, which for its price I think is an absolute steal. It gives off that soft diffuse glow thanks to its opaque mushroom-shaped shade, and the sculptural silhouette makes it feel more like an art piece than a basic lamp. It has gone viral for a reason. It looks way more expensive than it is and fits perfectly to many spaces. Next is the Gulushudare paper pendant. This one taps into a big trend right now. Oversized paper shades, but without the designer price tag. It gives off a beautiful soft glow, and the spherical shape adds that light, airy feeling to a room. If you've seen the Formakami JH5, it is a similar vibe, but instead of spending hundreds, the IKEA version is about 15 Australian dollars. That is a big win. Now for something unique is a Spetsbosch table lamp. This one is clever. Instead of relying on dimmable bulbs, it has a manual dimmer built right into the lamp. You just twist the top to control the glow. It is cheap, so don't expect it to be solidly built or anything like that. But it comes in interesting colors and it also has a flush clickable switch, which is a nice change from the usual clunky inline cords. I think this one is a smart little piece. And lastly, a quick shout out to the new 2025 Stockholm collection. I saw a sneak peek recently, and the lighting from this new line genuinely surprised me. There's a pendant and a chandelier that looks straight out of a boutique showroom. If you're after more sculptural high-end lighting at IKEA prices, definitely watch this space. I'll be doing a full breakdown of the new Stockholm line in a future video. Now let's wrap up with one of IKEA's most underrated categories, mirrors. They actually have some of the best options out there when you look at price per square meter, and designers love them too. First up, the Hovet mirror. This one is a classic, and for good reason. It is nearly 7 feet tall, super minimal in design, and works with just about any style. I've seen it used leaning casually against a wall or mounted vertically or horizontally for major visual impact. If you're after something a bit more decorative, check out the Svansel mirror. It has a gold tone frame with corners that give it a subtle Art Deco feel, elegant without being over the top. Or for something more traditional, the Almarot is a great option. It has matte black frame, soft rounded edges at the top, and just a hint of gold detailing along the inner edge. It is an elegant and timeless piece that can work really well in bedrooms, entryways, or hallways. Those are my top 15 timeless IKEA products. I've listed them all down in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video on IKEA's best solid wood products, or this video on IKEA pieces that look high-end. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.